Chapter 21. What's the thing you ever wanted most in the world? Anna asked me. It was Saturday. Mama had given us money to go see a movie and get lunch somewhere. Even though it was 2 days into December, it was warm enough for us to unzip our ski jackets and stuff our scarves into our knapsacks. Indian summer, Anna had said, sniffing the air like a dog. We were walking along a wide avenue. Fancy stores were on both sides of the street. Anna stopped in front of one where, on the other side of the glass, a bright red dress with sequins lay draped across a blue velvet chair. The window was covered with yellow cellophane, the kind we used to line our Easter baskets with. I lifted my knapsack higher on my shoulders, holding the strap so tight my fingers hurt. Easter. Every holiday we ever celebrated felt like a long time ago. The thing I ever wanted most in the world? I said, turning away from the window. Not that dress. No, that's not what I mean, Evie. Anna caught up to me and linked her arm through mine. She was being friendly. Too friendly. It made me wonder what she wanted. There wasn't a single thing I could imagine her wanting from me. What I wanted most right then was to break into a run. I wanted to feel the wind fighting me, the way it did when we sprinted outside. I wanted to beat it, pushing against it like Lee yelled for us to do, gliding past the relay team and Myra and Denise. I had been going to track practice for 3 weeks, and in that short time I'd gotten faster. Don't let your hands go past your hip bone, Lee had said. Bring them right back up to your chest. Hip, chest, hip, chest. Some nights I dreamed I was lifting off, taking these huge strides past everybody I knew. Mama with her watchtower, Daddy in his chair, Anna with all her books, Tazwi and Tamara. Then I'd be back in Denver, and in the distance, Grandma and Lulu would be waving. But as I got closer to them, my stride got longer, and I'd move right past them, struggling to stop but not able to. On those nights, I woke up startled, staring around our bedroom, wide-eyed and scared. Are you even listening to me? Anna sounded annoyed. Right here, she poked me in the center of my chest. Ouch! What do you want right there? Well, right now I want my sternum to stop hurting. Anna rolled her eyes. You know what I want, Anna. What you want. What Mama wants. What Daddy wants. I want to be back in Denver. Anna smiled, satisfied. And if you couldn't have that? We passed a group of girls walking arm in arm. Anna and I looked at them without saying anything. People were out doing Christmas shopping. Some of the girls had brightly colored shopping bags hanging from their shoulders. You asked me what I wanted more than anything, not what I wanted if I couldn't have that. Well, now I'm asking you the other thing, she was grinning. What? I asked. What is it? Answer me. She stopped. This morning she had taken her braid out, and now the wind whipped her hair in front of her eyes. She brushed it back and kept grinning at me. To belong somewhere then, I said, or something like that, to feel connected. Like the far, far future had come already, right? Right. We started walking again. At the corner, Anna stopped in front of a coffee shop. Let's go in here, she said. We need to talk, and I need something warm to drink. I stopped walking. About what? Anna grabbed my arm. Just about, she said. Come on, girlie. The coffee shop was crowded. Anna led us to a table in the back where we sat down and ordered chamomile tea. The one hot drink we both loved because the honey and chamomile together reminded us of Denver in the springtime. When the waitress brought our tea, Anna looked at me. Tea, she said. She only used my old name when she was really happy or wanted to get something out of me. No, I said. I'm not asking you for anything. I need to tell you something. The far, far future came 2 days ago. What are you talking about, Anna? I felt itchy suddenly and scared. Anna took a long white envelope from her knapsack and handed it to me. When I saw Simon's Rock College written on it, my hands started shaking so bad I could barely pull the letter from it. Dear Mrs. Thomas, I read slowly, we are very happy to inform you. I'm in, Anna yelled, then quickly lowered her voice. I'm in there and out of here. Anna, I said, feeling the wind going out of me. What's going on? I applied. I went ahead and did it, not thinking. Hoping not thinking, but it would happen. But I thought you had to be 16. I was wrong. Anna was still grinning, but I didn't see what there was to be all smiley about. Not only do they have early acceptance, but you only need 2 years of high school and to be an A student. And since we couldn't get those stupid feds to change our school grades, the ones they sent to our school here are still kind of shaky. So I wrote a long essay about why it's important for me to get out of here. She leaned in closer and the grin disappeared. I told them, T. I used fake names in a different state, but I told them everything. But what about Officer Randall? And I stopped suddenly, remembering the morning my father had told us that they had gone to jail. It seemed like forever ago. Now Anna puffed out her cheeks and exhaled. She looked away from me, her eyes seeming to rest on everybody in the diner before she spoke. When she started talking again, her voice was low. She wouldn't look at me. They've either got people still looking for us or they don't, she shrugged. We're either going to die because of this or we'll live. The way I figure it is, I want to live. I mean, really, live until the next thing happens. When she looked at me, her eyes were watery. You've got track. I grabbed her arm hard. What are you talking about? Anna pulled away from me and rubbed the place I grabbed. Jeez, calm down. Mr. LaCory Lee told me. He said you had promise and stuff. He said you were fast. Don't worry, I won't say anything to anybody. I just don't know why you didn't tell me. It's not like I wouldn't have kept it a secret. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know who this Mr. LaCory is. I felt my heart moving all over the place. Felt like the words were falling over themselves to get out of my mouth. If she tried to take this away, I didn't know what I'd do. I hated her. Hated her. Stop lying, T, Anna said. Why do you think you have to lie to me? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Track. Coach Lee LaCory. Her voice got softer. You don't have to lie to me, T. We're on the same side of the fence. I shrugged and looked away from her. It's mine, I said, not caring that I sounded like a 4-year-old. Track's mine, and you and Mama and Daddy aren't going to take it away from me. Nobody's going to take it away from... Nobody's trying to, Anna said. She tried to make eye contact, but I bit my lip and looked away from her. It felt like everything was falling apart, slipping away. All I'm saying is Mama and Daddy aren't going to get us out of this one. We're in it together and we've got to do it ourselves. You'll run, I'll go to Simon's Rock. Nobody's going to stop either of us. If we're in it together, then how come you're thinking about leaving without me? Because I know you're going to be okay. We drank our tea and I didn't say anything for a long time. People came and went. The waitresses rushed past us, looking tired and harried. Do you ever think about that boy, T? When I didn't answer, Anna just kept talking. What do you think about him? I mean, really, really think. Not just what comes across your mind once in a while, but in your gut. What do you think about him way late at night when your mind's too tired to flick itself away from thinking too deep? I looked down at the letter. We are very happy to inform you. We are very happy to inform you. We are very happy to inform you. I don't know. When you turned 15, I remember thinking that you were the age he was when he died. Sometimes I wonder where he was thinking about going to college or whether his school teacher mom still taught. Mostly I just wish it never would happen. I moved my finger slowly around the rim of my mug and thought for a moment. Or that Daddy hadn't been there. Anna stared at me, with her hair out and the makeup she had sneaked on after we left the house. She looked older. She had started dressing like the other kids at school, in tight, cropped sweaters, designer pants, and high-soled shoes that made her taller than I was. When I was applying to Simon's Rock, she said, I wrote about him. I talked about how Mom's religion said we'd go back to the dust, but I don't know if I believe that, because I feel the boy with me all the time. How at first I used to think it was so crazy. Us, the innocent ones, having to leave because some messed up stuff the cops did. But now I think of it as a part of a plan, a bigger plan. I don't know if it's God's or the universe's or Raymond Taylor's or fate's, but I feel like... She leaned across the table, running her hand lovingly over the letter. I feel like whatever it is, it's way bigger than we are. The waitress came over and asked us if we wanted anything else. I shook my head, but Anna ordered another cup of tea. The waitress gathered up our cups, looking annoyed. And a check, please, Anna said sweetly. After the waitresses left again, Anna picked up the letter. Listen, this is the important part. While we cannot offer you a full scholarship at this time, Simon's Rock can offer a 2/3 scholarship. You may also be eligible for our work-study program. I sniffed, wiped my nose with the back of my hand. T, Anna said, looking up from the letter. Don't. Come on, girl. Be happy for me. You can visit me there, every weekend if you want. It's only 3 hours away. She touched my hand across the table. I snatched it back from underneath hers and quickly wiped my eyes. It hurts not to cry, I said, half laughing. I mean, like my whole face and throat hurts trying to hold it in. Anna nodded, taking my hand again. God, do I know that. You always cry when you want to, I said. When we first moved here, I hear you bawling every night. Anna looked at me, but after a while, I learned to hold it in. Else I'd also be crying. Always. I hate it here so much. She stopped, shook her head. This is behind me now. This present is almost over. What makes you think it's going to be so much better? Because it already is. Just knowing I won't have to be around us like we are now, all bunched up in that stupid tiny apartment, Daddy always at the window looking like some shell, and Ma going crazy with religion. I hate us the way... She stopped again. It just has to be better, that's all. But Mama's got a job now. It'll be different. Anna looked at me but didn't say anything. She's not going to let you go, you know. Anna took the envelope off the table and folded the letter back into it. Yes, she will. Jehovah's Witnesses don't believe in college. You're supposed to go into the ministry. Geez, Evie, you're starting to sound like her. You better watch out. I shrugged. You have the whole summer to work on her. Anna shook her head. The spring semester starts January 19th. I have to be there by noon. You can't leave in January, Anna. Anna looked at me and said, I'm leaving. The waitress set Anna's tea in front of her and put a check in the middle of the table. Anna put a $10 bill on top of it. We should give her a nice tip since we probably won't make it to the movies anyway, huh? Whatever. Mama's a teacher first, Evie. Even with all the Joho stuff, she wants something better for us than this crap. She hates how we're living. Hates it. You know that and I know that. College? Even as she's trying to argue with me about it, I know she'll be thinking, yes, this one's getting away. That was before all of this. She's way different now. I knew I was lying and Anna knew it too. She blew on her tea, looking at me over the cup. When's your first track meet? Next Saturday. We have to be at school at 10 in the morning. How come you're not telling them about this? The same reason I didn't tell you, because it's mine. That's why. And I'm not sure I'm going to keep running. I don't even know if I'm good at it. Who cares if you're good at it? I do. I want to be good at something. I want to be amazing at it. So amazing that nobody's going to be able to take it away from me. Anna raised her eyebrows. Guess we got another movie date coming then, huh, girlie? She winked at me and took a long sip of her tea. Thanks, Anna, I said, meaning it.